Welcome back to Reality Hits Matt. I'm your host, Michelle.
And I'm Matt.
Today we're talking about Season 3, Episode 5 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
The halfway point.
We've officially hit the halfway mark.
All right.
I'm excited.
Oh, me too. Just look at the excitement on my face.
I just really love the fact that we are getting into more of where I started with them.
With the Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah.
That came up this episode. I know you talked about it as like a preview.
It comes up a little bit more. I think next week we'll actually see them audition. So then we'll see some of the pros that I know of.
Interesting.
And, so we're definitely going that route of Dancing with the Stars. So
which kind of got you into this.
Yes.
Because of talking about Dancing with the Stars with your friends.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
All right.
So,
great.
I'm excited.
All right. Well, let me give a quick recap of Season 3, Episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
This episode started out, picked up back in Utah somewhere.
Somewhere on the girls' trip.
I don't know. It was
the girls' trip. St. George.
Marciano was there.
St.
George sounds about right. Marciano was there. They did the lie detector test. It picks up back at dinner with the results. One of the things that you had said, there was like a question about like if Jesse had lied about Demi.
Right.
And it was very vague.
Yeah.
And it was like a strong indicator that she lied, and we don't know why, and maybe that comes up. I don't know. And then the episode moves on from there. Jesse is on the phone with Jordan. It turns out that Jordan knew, I guess she either talked to or texted him and knew that Marciano was going to be there. They're going to do the lie detector test, all that. What Jordan didn't know is that Jesse invited him out to dinner for the results.
Yep.
Jordan was really pissed about this. You had said that he was just like, I don't know. You said the phone call it sounded terrible. Like he just like puts her down and she can never get like a word in edgewise. And
I think he was rightfully upset about all of it, but the way that he expresses his emotions are very dismissive and borderline emotionally abusive.
Yeah, and you had said that would lead into later in the episode, which it did. So then it moves on. They talk. The girls are talking. They're back, I guess, after dinner, back in Jesse's room, all hanging out. And they're talking about Jen. Jen's coming back to Mom Talk, I guess, later on that week. And Jesse's a little worried because of the way she treated Jen. And she thinks Jen's going to obviously throw this back in her face, you know, the way that, you know, she was lying about all this. So there's that. The girls go home. Jesse goes home, and Jordan's there, like, waiting for her. He wants to have a talk. Mm-hmm. And you had said the talk, he started off, like, angry, and it was going nowhere. He wouldn't listen to her. He had brought, like, the kids into it, like, oh, you know, what's your son gonna think when he, like, finds out about this? And it was just a bunch of shitty stuff.
Yeah.
From there, I think it goes to Layla and Miranda and Layla's friend Bree. They're out at a coffee shop, and Layla is concerned about her hair.
Yeah.
It's falling out. I think you had said Miranda asked her, like, are you dating anybody or anything? And Layla's like, I just don't have any confidence. And she's like, my hair is falling out.
Yeah.
And she thinks it's from her hair extensions. And her friend Bree is also half black.
Yeah.
And is like, you know, I don't think Jesse's doing this right. She's not equipped to do your hair with the texture and all that. So Layla's kind of concerned. She wants to maybe find another stylist. Mm-hmm. But with the Demi thing with Jesse and everything that Jesse's going through right now, like, she's, like, concerned about doing that. I don't think she wants to, like, talk to Jesse about it with all that Jesse has going on, but, like, she needs to get something figured out because she's losing her hair.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then it goes to that beauty event. Mm-hmm. Layla, Taylor, and Miranda?
Jen.
Yes, Jen. Sorry. Layla, Taylor, and Jen are like the face of some company, Emco, I think you said.
Yeah.
Okay. So it goes to that event, and all the other girls are there to support them.
Yep.
And when I guess Jesse's there, and when like her and Jen see each other, like Jesse goes over and I think like apologizes to her, wants to talk to her about everything. And you know, Jen obviously I think is a little upset about the whole how she was treated, but she can see now like that Jesse was like treated very poorly by Jordan, so she feels bad for Jesse, and they kind of talk it out, and then they decide to move forward and have like a meaningful friendship.
Yeah.
It seemed like, so that's good. I think next maybe Layla goes and gets her hair done. She finds a new stylist. She gets her hair done. And then they're all meeting up, all the girls. Hold on, before that, all the dads are together at Jesse's house with Jordan.
Right.
And Jordan's just, you know, talking about how, you know, he was disrespected and this and that, and he wants to get the girls together too, I think, so they can have his side of the story, and then they decide that they would have everybody there, mom talk and dad talk, for Jordan to get his side of the story out there. So pretty much everybody but Jesse.
Right.
At Jesse's house.
Right. Because he feels like the girls are encouraging of Jesse leaving him and like talking smack about him to her.
Rightfully so, though. Cause
yeah.
I don't think he knows that the girls know the full story. He's not giving the full story to the guys. His story starts like when the Marciano thing became public.
Right.
And he was disrespected and all that. So that's what the guys know.
Yeah.
The girls know. Jesse said that they've been fighting. They haven't. There hasn't been a day they haven't fought in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on there. Then we jump to, I guess everybody's getting ready to go over to Jesse's house for Jordan's cookout. The girls are hanging out beforehand. Layla shows up, and I think she's talking to Miranda, and Miranda's like, "Your hair looks great."
Yeah.
She's like, "Should I have a hat? Should I put a hat on?" And I don't think Jesse notices right away, but then eventually she does, and she's like, "Oh, it looks great." And Layla explains, like, you know, "I'm sorry, I didn't want to do this. I should have talked to you." But Jesse understands, like, she really can't do Layla's hair, I guess, and she's not fit for it. And then she's looking at Layla's hair. She's like, "Can I check it out?" And so she was like seeing how it was like stitched in there and all that, braided in. So they seemed like they were good, you know, good terms there. It wasn't you know, she didn't just badmouth Jizz Styles and say they can't do
and
hair.
she was also she was still using her hair extensions.
And her products. So then from there it goes to the cookout. Jordan is, I guess, trying to get everybody on his side. I think Macy at one point, Jordan was like, you know, Jesse crossed the line and this and that. And like Macy called him out and was like, "Well, didn't you cross lines too?"
He said like that Jesse broke like the rules of like what they were trying to do, their separation. She was like, "Well, didn't you also like cross that line and you were disrespectful, like you weren't considerate?" And he's like, "Yeah, I was."
Right
After he was like called out.
And I don't really remember much else. I sounded like things weren't going Jordan's way.
Yeah, because then he was like trying to say, "Well, like Macy, you were mad at Dakota too," and like. And,
he tried to spin like the whole like Taylor and Dakota thing.
She's like,
is
"Well, this is different because like," she's like, "Hey, I didn't tell Jesse to divorce you," and he was like, "Well, didn't you tell Taylor to leave Dakota when all that's happening?" She goes, "Well, he was lying in like after he did that,
right?
And, like it was in the like, and he consistently lied about it,
right?" And Jesse came clean, and
right,
you know, it's
and
a different situation.
She was like, "So it's completely different, and like I'm Taylor's friend and I'm Jesse's friend. Like I'm gonna have their back." I'm not here to pick sides, but I'm also not here to like be your best friend.
Right.
And he just like, when things weren't going his way, it just seemed like he started spiraling into like finger pointing and like trying to come up with these like random scenarios that like, well, if this happened to like this person, like,
yeah.
And so it was just like, the girls were like, this is not how he gets us on his, like, like on his page. Like, no. So,
yeah. So then did it end there? Did we pick back up there? I mean, I guess I'll let you tell me about it, but sorry my recap was a little all over the place today.
No, it's good.
I'm trying here.
It's good. No, so we ended there. So episode 5 picks up with Taylor, Michaela, Macy, and Jesse meeting up for brunch.
Okay.
So this is following the barbecue event, and Jesse wants to know how the barbecue went. Macy and Michaela are telling Jesse how awkward it was and how Jordan was using his church voice and crying because he wasn't very like calm, like, I've gathered you all here today to talk about...
Oh, jeez.
And Michaela says she was trying to like hold back like laughing. So she was like, the entire time I was there, I was like trying to like hold back laughing.
That's funny.
Taylor does step in, though, and she says, well, if roles were reversed and Dakota took someone out that he had slept with, I would be upset, too. And Taylor thinks that it's great that Macy and Michaela are trying to be supportive of Jesse, but they're still trying to mend things. According to, like, Taylor thinks that Jesse and Jordan are still trying to, like, mend their marriage.
Okay.
So she thinks that bashing Jordan isn't the way to go, and they should try to be supportive.
Okay.
So she is kind of taking the stance with Jordan a little bit, like, maybe this whole like, you know, making fun of him and like all this stuff like isn't the way to go to make Jesse feel comfortable about coming to us later if they are trying to fix things, like, you know. And Jen also felt like that with the whole Zach thing. Like she kind of said like, I opened up to my friends and then all I got was, you know, them shit talking my husband, so it makes it hard for me to like talk to them about what is going on, because that's, you know, that's when I did start saying things were okay, because I just didn't want to get all of the opinions that I was getting from everyone.
Right. And I think also last episode, Taylor had said something along those lines of like, the more people you invite into your drama, like, you're going to have more opinions and more shit's going to go south.
Yeah.
So it's kind of similar to that situation.
So she's like, if you two are actually trying to work it out, you two work it out.
Yeah. We don't need to bring everybody in and try and persuade people.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got you like jumping right into episode 5 because I was asking if it ended and then started where it started, but you didn't give us the book name. And that's my fault.
You know what? I didn't even write down the book name for this one.
Do you remember what it was?
Hold
on. Oh, no. Jeez. You're slacking over there.
No, I should have played it off. I should have just made one up. The Book of Dancing with the Stars.
Hey, I would have believed it.
The Book of Resurrection.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
No problem. Thank you for reminding me because I didn't write it down.
Slipping.
So Jesse thinks that Taylor sees Jordan as, so this isn't an interview, this is following Taylor saying, you know, I think we should try to be supportive. And she does tell Jesse, you know, I've seen him improve, and he admitted to things that he had done wrong to the group. And she said to her in her own words, she's like, I thought that was a man who like loves his girl. Like,
okay.
So Jesse was like appreciative of that comment, but in an interview she says that she thinks Taylor sees Jordan as trying to make changes, and Taylor wishes that Dakota would do that himself.
Okay, yeah.
So Jesse believes that Taylor seeing any man making changes to themselves is like a positive and good thing.
Right.
So she's taking that with a grain of salt of like Taylor's opinion, but she is like appreciative of Taylor kind of like taking a step back and telling the girls like, you know, like we need to maybe be a little bit more careful with how we're talking about Jordan.
Don't just gang up on Jordan.
Right.
Maybe he is trying. I don't know. But yeah.
Jesse says that she has seen changes in Jordan, and even after the barbecue, he did go put the kids to bed, and I guess she was over there, and he was being sweet to her by rubbing her feet. She says that she wishes he could have shown that side of him much sooner, and it's all just a little too late.
Yeah. Might just be for show now, just trying to get her to stay.
Yeah. like, oh, like I got everyone on my side now. I'm gonna sweet talk it.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
You know,
and
it's a control thing.
Yeah, and he's concerned like his image is ruined if they get divorced if she leaves him.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna do whatever he can, then just go back to his shit ways.
Macy then, so they kind of leave that topic. Macy then brings up Miranda's birthday party is this Tuesday, and they're all gonna dress like Miranda. So they were like looking at Instagram photos of Miranda, and they're all gonna wear like blonde wigs and dress like her. So
okay.
It cuts to a farm, and Taylor brings all the girls to the farm for a lighthearted day. She says that they've been through a lot, so she thinks that petting goats and being outside will be good. Some of the girls did bring their kids with them.
Okay.
And so they go into the goat pen, and like they're trying to pick up the baby goats, but like all the big goats are like attacking them, and they're like, these goats are scary. Taylor says to the girls that she has some crazy news, and Layla goes, "You're pregnant?"
Jeez.
And Taylor's like, "Why is this where we always jump to? No, I'm not pregnant." Taylor tells the girls that Dancing with the Stars wants to choose one of them to go on the show, and they're gonna interview the girls next week when they're in LA for the press tour.
Oh, okay.
And Jen freaks out. So she's like, "Oh my God, really?" And like Layla is like kind of excited, so she seemed like she was interested in the opportunity too. So Layla says that she grew up watching Dancing with the Stars with her mom, and she would love an opportunity. Michaela and Macy back out because they will be postpartum during that. Right. Jen, who will be 3 months postpartum, says that she'll be good enough and she'll make it work. Okay. She was like, "I ran a marathon 3 months postpartum after one of my girls. Like, I can do this."
Okay.
Jen says that she's super excited and really wants this opportunity, and it could be the opportunity she needs to get the light back in herself that she feels like she lost.
Okay.
So the girls know that that's going to happen. It's going to happen next week. And Miranda brings up that her birthday party is on Tuesday and tells the girls that she invited Whitney.
Okay.
All the girls' faces are like, ew, why? And they're like, there's no way that she would show up to this.
Okay.
So Miranda says that she got a voice note from Whitney apologizing, and Jen said, "Wait, I thought you guys were on good terms. What was she apologizing for?" And Miranda said that they were on good terms, but she felt like when Whitney left Mom Talk, it was crickets, and I guess Miranda like confronted her about that.
Okay.
Jen says that she experienced the same thing with Whitney, and that when she gets what she wants, she will stop talking to people. So Jen thinks that when Whitney left and she like got voted back in and she decided to leave, she didn't need any of them anymore, so she stopped talking to them. Okay. And it was like all of convenience friendship for her with Jen and Miranda.
Right. Okay.
Jen says that she struggles with her relationship with Whitney because she was the only one that was there for her for a couple months when things did get really bad.
Right.
And then when Jen left Mom Talk, she heard nothing from Whitney, and she became best friends with Demi, who was the one person that was bullying her.
Right. Right.
She says that she thinks it was calculated to get back into Mom Talk.
Okay.
Because Jen left, and then it was Demi left, and maybe Whitney thought Demi was her one ticket in, because Demi was the only one giving her a chance, even though Taylor was giving her a chance.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not sure. Miranda does think it's a good idea, though, to keep a cordial relationship with Whitney, and she said honestly to me, because in a few weeks they all go on a press tour, and Whitney and Demi will both be there.
Okay.
So this is the press tour for season 2.
Okay. So they're like obligated to do this for the season 2 contract, even though they're filming for season 3 now.
Correct.
Awkward.
Yeah. We go to Macy's house and Michaela comes over for dinner. Michaela in an interview says that she's been thinking a lot about her marriage and seeing what Jesse and Jordan have been going through. She doesn't want that to happen in her marriage.
Okay.
So she wants advice on issues that she's been having in her marriage, and she just wants to talk to Macy about it. Michaela brings up that she's had a very low libido, and Jace will go out of his way to fulfill other aspects of her needs, and he basically is like the perfect husband in her eyes. Like he like does everything, and you know he will do everything she needs or wants and be supportive and do all this, but she feels so much guilt about not being able to provide for him and for his needs. So like she just like with her past has a hard issue with anything sex related.
Okay.
And so it's just very difficult for her to have that kind of relationship with him, and
right.
And she like doesn't know how to open up to him to allow him in to know everything that's happened to her, so he doesn't even know the full extent of her abuse.
Yeah.
And so that's something that she's been really struggling with.
Yeah.
Michaela says that she's been going to therapy and really trying to work on moving forward, but this is just one thing. They're at a crossroads. She says she feels bad that she can't return taking care of his needs like Jace does for her. Macy asks if Michaela needs to find out like what her sexual needs are. So she's like, maybe like if you think it's fun, like that would be better for you. And Michaela takes that advice, but she doesn't really I don't think that's the issue.
Right.
And so she at this point like is like, I don't know what to do, and starts breaking down. Macy says that maybe Michaela needs a different therapist or a different type of therapy or to test things out, and Michaela agrees and says that she thinks she needs to try a new type of therapy and see if that gives her any results. So we'll get to more of that later.
Okay.
We cut and Whitney is back.
All right.
So Whitney meets up with two of her friends, Casey and Kaylee, for lunch. So she's not with the Mom Talk girls right now. She informs her friends that she talked with Miranda, but all the other girls, it's been about 2 months since she's talked to them.
Okay.
Whitney says that she actually moved to St. George to be closer to her family, and the distance has been hard to keep in touch with everyone and to be in Mom Talk. In an interview, producers confront Whitney about the renegotiations for season 3.
Yeah,
so,
she wanted like tickets to the Oscars, and what else did she want?
And a role on a scripted show.
Oh, yeah, and it was Demi that wanted 3 times as much as the other girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when the producers ask her about the Oscar tickets, Whitney says, no, absolutely not. That was not a thing. And then they're like, well, what about the scripted show? And she goes, oh, no, that was real. I did ask for that. And she goes, a girl knows what she wants. So she was honest about that, in my opinion. I feel like she would have admitted to the Oscar tickets if she had done that.
Okay.
But she was like, yeah, I asked for a role in a scripted show, and that was that. You guys said no, and then I was moving away. It was too hard for me, and I just wanted to take a break.
All right.
So Whitney tells her friends that she was really pissed about the vote back into the group, which is partly helped the reason for her leaving. So it cuts to Taylor saying, I don't care if you're in or out, but I'm not going to be friends with you. Macy going, yeah, I'm fine with it. And then Michaela saying, I don't need to say my thoughts. So Whitney says that it was all half-assed vote, and it didn't make her feel like wanted or welcomed into the group, which it kind of was like, it was just like, okay, like Whitney's been around long enough, like whatever, you can stay in the group, like it is like whatever, you're here. And so she's like, at this point, like it's all transactional. So like I just didn't feel like that was a thing anymore.
There were no actual friendships there. Yeah. Okay.
Her friends ask what changed because she knew that she was so pissed and didn't want to film anymore. And Whitney says that she found out that if she came back, she could audition with Dancing with the Stars. So she got a lot of slack for this when this season came out, because Dancing with the Stars was already on when season 3 came out. And people were pissed that she only came back for this. You know, she's a clout chaser. She's chasing fame. But if you were presented the opportunity to go on a show that would then give you more opportunities in the future. Yeah. And something that you've been on for now 3 seasons, and you've been a part of Mom Talk since its inception. Yeah. And you've not only been on, but you've actually been casted as this weird villain that everyone hates, and you've been ridiculed, and you know these so-called friends that you have just attacked you. And I'm not saying Whitney is like an angel. She's done some fucked up shit. She's not been the best friend to these girls that she could have been, but I think in her mind she's like, we aren't friends. Right. This isn't friendship, and I am here for business. Yeah. And so she admits it right off. Like, I'm here for Dancing with the Stars. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. And so if she tried to hide it, that would be one thing. But she came on and she was like...
Straight up said it.
They called me. They said if I came back, I could audition. I came back.
All right. Well, there we go.
Yeah. She got so much shit for that. Whitney in an interview says that she never actually quit Mom Talk, but she did need a break from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which is why she stopped filming. So in Whitney's head, she never actually quit Mom Talk.
Okay.
But all the girls are like, she left Mom Talk.
Yeah, okay.
So this is going to get interesting later.
All right.
But when a member of her team called and said that they were casting someone from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, it was a huge motivator to come back.
Okay.
Whitney tells her friends that the group is super lonely and she knows that she won't be welcomed and that no one likes her, but she'll just have to suck it up and and keep chugging. We go to an influencer event for Hydro Jug. So they actually weren't supposed to film at this event. So at first you see a bunch of cast footage. So it's either the girls or like Taylor's mom and sister were there.
Okay.
It's all of their cameras filming this because when they show up, they see that Demi is there.
Oh, like it's just like them with their phones out?
Yeah.
Filming?
Because
Demi's there.
Because Demi's there.
There's some drama.
And things start getting
heated. Okay.
But then I think eventually a camera or two showed up because then there was footage later in the event where it was like footage. So I think maybe someone called the producers like, you need to get here.
Interesting. Okay.
So at some point they do like start filming the event. Okay. So I'm not sure about that. But there's a bunch of cast footage and also there's a bunch of other influencers there. And so everyone has their phone out.
Right.
And so Taylor's like, if something does happen, it's not going to be hard to get this footage.
Yeah.
And it cuts to a clip from another influencer saying, like, I'm at an event and the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives are here and they were just fighting and it was crazy. Yeah. So, and Taylor's caught saying to her sister, like, keep rolling your camera, like, just like keep capturing this. So Demi pulls Layla aside to have a conversation when Layla goes up to the bar by herself, and Demi says that she feels bad for the way that she handled the last situation. So at first it seems like maybe this is going to be an okay
this is
conversation.
different. Okay.
She says that she wished she could have just let everything go and backed off, and all the girls in the other room see Demi and Layla talking at the bar, and they decide to get a drink at the bar too, which is where we get some of this footage. Demi is telling Layla that she feels like Layla doesn't have her back, and Layla says it's hard to have someone's back who's been spreading rumors. And Demi is adamant that this is not a rumor, and she had just found out that her best friend was having sex with someone, and Layla says, but they didn't have sex. Demi says, yes, they did. And Layla says, well, then you need to prove it. And then Demi goes, the only way I could do that was with a lie detector test. And I'm like, oh my God, these lie detector tests.
We already had the lie detector test.
And she says that the burden of proof is too high for her to actually prove it, but she knows it's true.
Okay.
Layla says, I'm choosing to stay on Jesse's side, and Demi like starts on like a whole thing about how ignorant Layla's being. She's like, you sound ignorant. Do you not hear yourself? You say that you don't know, because Layla's like, I only know one side of the story.
Right.
And so she goes, so that's ignorant to say you're going to pick one side when you only know one side of the story, which I get the meaning behind what Demi is trying to say, but the way she's talking down to Layla, almost like, you're stupid, like, you shouldn't say this. And at that point, when like Demi is like going after Layla about like how ignorant she is, Taylor goes up and grabs her and says, you don't need to entertain any of this, and like pulls Layla away, and they walk away.
Okay, good.
Her and Layla walk away, and Jesse says, knowing that Demi is still spreading rumors about her and lies, like, she is like very emotionally unstable, and like Jesse's just seeing red. So she's like, I'm about to fucking lose it. Then when all the girls are talking and Layla's telling them like what happened, Jesse sees Demi over in the corner mocking and mimicking Layla. And so Jesse yells, fuck you, and flips her off. And then Demi motions to her crotch twice and says, how is fucking Marciano twice? And then she yells, how is that dick? And then Jessie starts yelling, you know nothing to me, you know nothing. And the girls are like holding her back, like, and she's like yelling over. And all the girls start telling her to calm down and like tell her to back off. And Demi yells, "I've heard the calls."
Okay.
And I was like, what calls?
Yeah, what calls?
So I'm curious about all that. Taylor finally pulls Jessie back to like another side of the room and tells her like, Demi will look stupid. You need to calm down. Like, just let her be.
Yeah.
Like, she's going to look like the idiot at the end of the day. And so Jessie does calm down, and she says that she was really appreciative of Taylor doing that for her because, like, she was just about to go off.
Yeah.
Jen says that seeing Demi's behavior is very triggering because of how she treated Jen in the past.
Right,
so,
right.
like, Jen's, like on edge, and she's also very pregnant at this point. So she's like, oh, my God, I don't want to be here right now. And Jen just keeps saying, like, I told everyone since the beginning. I told everyone. However, the first person to me ever attacked was Whitney.
Right.
And all the girls, while some of them called Demi out, didn't think that was, like, the end-all, be-all.
Right, right.
And then she treated Jen like shit, and then she treated Taylor like shit, and then she's treating Jessie like shit. So it took 3 more people past Whitney to be like, Demi is a bad person.
Yeah, maybe Demi's the problem.
When they never believed Whitney to begin with.
Yeah, yeah.
So that does come up in a couple minutes.
Okay.
So Miranda's birthday, and Layla shows up with Mason, who's Chase's brother, and Layla says it's nothing serious. They're just like dating on and off. They've been on a couple dates. She says that she's glad that Mason doesn't think it's weird that she used to date his brother because she used to date Chase. Which is a little weird. So Layla shows up in a blonde wig. Mason's even wearing a wig, and like all the guys that show up are wearing blonde wigs.
Okay.
So everyone's in on this. At that point, all the girls show up, and Chase's girlfriend Kate comes, but Chase doesn't go. And Macy says that she's happy that Chase isn't there and that Whitney didn't show up. She says that she doesn't need that negative energy.
Okay.
Jace is wondering where all the other guys are, and Taylor says, sorry, we don't all have a Jace in our lives. And Michaela in an interview says that she's only confided in Macy because she doesn't want to put her marriage in the spotlight and be the next casualty of mom talk. Michaela says that she did reach out to another therapist, and she wants to have a conversation with Jace about it. Of course, that automatically cuts them having the conversation at Miranda's birthday party.
Yeah.
So I will preface, Miranda's birthday party is at a laser tag event. Like, not laser tag, arcade place. Right. So it's kind of like Dave and Buster's where you can get drinks and food and then go play. So like they're off like playing games together when she like talks to Jace about this. She's not around the other people.
But I mean,
but it's still weird. Like, they're sitting in like one of those like car like shooting games where it's like your 2 seats.
Yeah, it could have been like later on that night when you got home.
Yeah, and not wearing wigs
at a party.
Like both you and your husband are wearing a blonde wig right now. But Michaela does tell Jace that she reached out to an EMDR therapist and she thinks it would be helpful for her. So EMDR is eye movement and directive something. So basically basically how she explained it and the little that I read about it was, as you're thinking about the trauma of your past, you're focusing on your eye movements, which then like helps to desensitize that thought of the trauma and like suppress, like not suppress, but like allow you to think about it in not such an emotional way where you're like literally thinking about the eye movements of what you're doing. So I think and she says that it's very helpful for people that went through sexual trauma.
Okay. All right.
So I don't know all that's involved with it, but it seemed pretty interesting. So Jace in an interview says that he's really proud of Michaela, and Jace says that it's not just about the physical relationship for him, it's also about the emotional relationship. He says that Michaela can say I love you as she's like walking out the door or on day to day, but she won't sit down and actually tell Jace how she's feeling.
Right.
And in this interview, he just seems like the most caring and like loving husband, and he just seems so sweet. Like he all around like just wants what's best for her and wants to help her, but like doesn't know how to help her.
Yeah. Okay.
And so, oh my God, but based off the other guys, I'm like, oh, so cute. So overall, he just seems very supportive. at that point, they decide to go get food with everyone. And Whitney shows up with Connor, and all the girls are so shocked. And I'm like, why are you shocked? You knew that she was invited. But
right.
Layla's literally mid-bite, and her face is like, why are we so shocked that she's here? And so Whitney shows up at the birthday party, and Taylor makes a comment that her making surprise appearances at birthday parties is kind of her thing, and Whitney just snaps back.
She was invited.
Whitney says, I was actually invited to this one.
Well, okay.
She says that. She's like, I was actually invited to this one. Right. Whatever. And then she kind of ignores all the other girls and like turns her attention to Kate, Chase's girlfriend, because she's never met Kate.
Okay.
And she goes, oh, so how do you know Miranda? And then she starts chatting with her. So Kate's like, I'm actually dating Miranda's ex. And she's like, oh, okay.
Right.
At that point, all the other girls like get up to leave the table because they don't want to be around Whitney, and they say like it's a waste of time and like they're like uncomfortable. But Jen does turn to Whitney and ask like where she's at with Mom Talk and everything. And Whitney says that she never officially left Mom Talk, which I'm like, to come out of the gate swinging with that is kind of wild.
Yeah.
And she said that she just started doing her own business opportunities out of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And Jen is rightfully confused by this because she hasn't been around or talked to any of the girls. Jen then confronts Whitney about how she thought that their relationship was transactional, and Whitney says she doesn't know how to respond to that, and like that comment is a little bit delusional. So Jen just like straight up negates everything that Whitney did for her at the time that she needed her, and just says, you did that to better yourself. Like, she immediately jumps to that conclusion in front of Whitney, which I'm like, I feel like you should build up to that to be like, I was hurt that you stopped talking to me. Like, why did you stop talking to me? Like, instead of just being like, our relationship was transactional.
Yeah.
Jen says that if she were truly friends with her, how could Whitney then become friends with Demi, the one person that was bullying her at the time? And Whitney says, well, I'm still confused about what Demi did to Jen. And Jen goes, she posted nasty videos about me. She tried to get all the girls against me. And Whitney says, yeah, me and Demi got close after you ghosted me. And Jen's like, me ghosted you? So, like, there's, like, a miscommunication here because Whitney feels like Jen ghosted her when she moved away. She's like, you moved away to go get your mental health, which was fine, but you, like, completely ghosted me when I was checking in with you. So, like, I got close with Demi, and, like, you know, I don't even really fully know, besides you accusing her of cheating on her husband at Vanderpump Villa, like, what did she really do? And so, I don't fully agree with Whitney in this. Like, she probably should have stayed out of the Jen-Demi relationship.
Yeah.
Later, she brings it up, but it's like, she had issues with Demi, and Demi did treat her poorly, but they've worked through that.
Yeah.
Which makes her feel like because they worked together through that together, she's like, this is the most genuine friendship I have out of these girls because it takes two. Like, and when I was coming and trying to meet up with all of them, Demi was the only one that responded to me. And Demi was the only one that wanted to hang out with me.
Yeah. So
how am I supposed to take that when we're all talking about this is a sisterhood, but no one's meeting me like halfway, and then you all just like half-ass vote me back in the group? Jen says that this conversation is going nowhere and that she was just trying to tell Whitney how she felt, and Whitney says, well, so was I. Whitney says she was immediately met with hostility from all the group, which is why she didn't want to come back, and she has an amazing opportunity and she just needs to take it.
All right.
Taylor says she's not going to stand by this time, and she needs to protect Mom Talk from Whitney. So it's 2 days before press tour, and they're at Jesse's house. All the Mom Talk girls, obviously minus Whitney, are there. They are meeting to talk about the return of Whitney and how they're going to handle this and what they're going to do. The return of Whitney, she was invited to a freaking birthday party.
Yeah.
And, like, I guess she's filming again, but, like, why not start there? Like, are you filming? Or are you not? Like, she showed up at a birthday party she was invited to, and now all of a sudden, like, she's back.
Right.
We got to figure out how to handle this. Even though Miranda's standing there in the kitchen and she invited her to the birthday
to the party. Right.
I was very confused about the meaning of this, whatever, meeting of the minds, if you want to call it. Jesse shows the girls a TikTok of Whitney dancing. So she's at a dance like pop class. And Jesse says this has to be the only reason she came back. Jen says, well, that's frustrating to her since the day that she met Whitney, she's told Whitney that she's always wanted to go on Dancing with the Stars. Two people can want to do the same thing.
Right.
Whitney has a dance background. She went to school for dance. She's always loved dancing.
Okay.
Jen fell in love with dancing on top of her countertop and became famous. Like,
okay.
You know, like, I don't know. I'm just like, you can both want the same thing and be competitive. As a friend, you don't have to give up an opportunity just because you're a friend. Like, you know, like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like, you all have the same opportunity. You can all interview. It's not like they're only going to Whitney and like only interviewing her because she came back. It's like you all have the same opportunity.
Right.
At this point, they all vote Taylor as the leader and leading them into this crisis. Taylor
Okay.
says that they need to hash out the Whitney thing before going to LA and they have to have a meeting together. And I'm like, well, what is this? But I guess it's like now they have to have a meeting with Whitney. So,
okay.
A lot of meetings that have to happen.
Yeah.
So we go to Michaela's therapy session. Michaela says there's still a lot that Jace doesn't know about her abuse because she has a fear of not being believed. So when she originally told people, like when she was younger about the abuse, like I think like her mom didn't believe, like she had a lot of issues with.
Yeah,
like,
her mom didn't even believe it.
Right.
So like, yeah, that's really shitty.
So she's afraid of opening. She's like, obviously, I know that he would believe me, and I know he'd be supportive, but like still the fear is like getting in my way.
Yeah, still tough.
She says that seeing her son at 8 years old is hard because she was that age when it happened to her.
Okay, jeez.
And then it shows pictures of her at that age, and she was really cute. The therapist suggests that they work on a few things before they actually get into EMDR. And she suggests, says, there's things we need to address first.
Right.
Before this treatment can be effective for you.
Okay.
And I think I took it as, you're still too emotional right now. Rightfully so. And you got to open up to, people. And you got to be open to, everything.
Right.
So she actually suggests that her and Jace do sex therapy. And Michaela says that she doesn't know if she's fully ready for that yet.
Okay.
Michaela goes home. Jace asks how it all went. Michaela tells him that the therapist recommended that they go to sex therapy. And Jace says that this is something that he's been wanting to do for years. And Jace in an interview says that he wants Michaela to know that she shouldn't feel alone, that it's not just on her to figure this out.
Yeah.
And he says that he would love to try couples therapy, and it's something that he's wanted to do. He says he feels like he could learn things too, and maybe by showing Michaela that he's also learning, it will make her feel like it's not just on her to figure this out.
Right.
So he's like, I want her to know that I can be involved in helping her figure this out.
Right. Okay.
So, again, he's just so cute. He's adorable. We go to Miranda's house, and Taylor goes over, and Taylor has asked Miranda to invite Whitney over for their mom talk meeting. Whitney shows up wearing a t-shirt that says, I feel like 2007 Britney. Well, that's a choice to go into this group of girls. Okay. They all sit down, and it's very uncomfortable, and Layla is straight up stink eye, glaring, and Whitney was even said something in an interview. Layla's over there mean mugging me down. And a producer asks, why do you think that is? And Whitney says, it's probably because Layla heard about Dancing with the Stars and they think I'm only back for that. And then she goes, but they're not wrong. Taylor asks Whitney what her motives are and says that they aren't going to have people coming and going, so why are you here?
Right. And
Whitney does bring up, so she doesn't bring up Dancing with the Stars right away, but she does say that after they had the vote. She felt like she still hadn't cleared all the air, and the vote didn't seem sincere. Whitney says that she took that and said, okay, so then this is strictly business. So she's like, so I'm here for business.
Right.
Somehow they get onto the conversation about Demi and Whitney's friendship because Whitney says that she wanted to meet up with everyone and Demi was the only one that responded. Taylor says it's because she's a snake and just wants to find her way back, like, into, like, people's heads.
Get whatever drama she can.
Yeah.
Like, she just wants to be involved and know everything since she's
but
not
also, like, then, like,
why?
But why blame her then? Like, why didn't you guys want to meet up with Whitney?
Yeah, no, that's true, yeah.
Like,
Good
you're
point.
blaming Whitney for a friendship she has because when she reached out, that's the only person that responded. And now you're going to tell her not to be friends with her, but you don't want to be friends with her.
Right. Yeah.
So, what? Whitney says that her relationship with Demi is genuine and it took a lot to get where they are. So this is in an interview.
Okay.
It took a lot to get where they are today, and it took both of them to work together, and she feels like she didn't get that from the other girls. Layla starts either saying something or rolling her eyes, and Whitney goes, "What did she do to you, Layla?" And then Jen reminds Whitney, like, how terrible Demi was to her in Park City at the girls' trip. Whitney says in an interview, it's interesting now that they think Demi was, like, what Demi did was terrible and, like, unacceptable, when back then they weren't saying that. And she goes, so you're calling my friendship with her convenient? Well, I think it's convenient that you're even bringing up, like, my history with her.
Yeah.
So I think it's a fair statement. Like, you want to twist this narrative, and it's like, okay, well, she's done it. Yeah, it's a pattern. She's done it to 4 people. But you're going to take the first person she did it to, and all of you were calling Whitney crazy and saying that she needed to grow up and get over herself and that Whitney could be too much. Yeah. And now you're saying that Demi was in the wrong and, like, she shouldn't have been doing that.
Right.
But you all gained up on her season 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like, this is why people need therapy, because they don't understand people's, like, thoughts. Like it's just, I don't know. It's mind-blowing to me. She tells the girls that she did come back because she had the opportunity to do Dancing with the Stars, and she's not here to join the sisterhood. So the girls ask, okay, so you think you're just going to film alone without us? And Whitney says, no, I'm going to create my own Mom Talk crew. And all the girls start laughing. It's like, yeah. Right. At that point, Whitney just, like, gets up and leaves, and she says that there's 2 things she knows for certain now. 1, she's not welcome back, and 2, she is going to get Dancing with the Stars.
All right.
And she drove off.
Is that it?
That's it. That's it.
Interesting. All right. So, Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Next episode.
Yeah, we were only 2 days away from the press tour, and they're gonna do the interviews when they're out there for the press tour. So. Okay,
next episode.
Yeah, so we'll see them auditioning.
Okay, great. Well, you'll see them. Yeah. I'll hear about it.
I'm excited. We also got a preview. It shows the return of Demi.
For the press tour.
No, like
coming back. Oh, jeez. Why?
Yeah. She has to set the record straight.
Okay.
She can't take this sitting down anymore.
All right, then.
And it cuts to, like, we hear a phone call between her and Brett, and they're like, they want some Jerry fucking Springer shit. Fine, that's what we'll give them.
All right, then.
So, yeah.
Well, I guess we'll hear about it next week. He'll tell us all about it.
Yeah.
Great.
And knowing that, so season 5 will be coming out in a little bit. It will only be 5 episodes. We really only have 20 more episodes.
Oh, my
Secret
goodness.
Lives of Mormon
Just 20 more.
Just 20 more.
Wow.
We are going to start Let's Marry Harry.
Oh, we are?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to start August 5th. Let's Marry Harry. It's going to be short 20-minute recaps. It's on Netflix if anyone wants to watch along.
This is news to me, so...
I've been really excited about this.
Like
Harry Jowsey is doing one reality TV show called Let's Marry Harry, and it's him with, I think, 20 girls.
Great. Just like all of reality TV, I don't know anything about this. And this is news to me, but I will be hearing about it and reacting. So, sure.
So we'll do little 20-minute episodes, probably drop like Tuesdays or something, and yeah, follow along.
This isn't going to be another one of those they drop all the episodes at the same time, is it? I
hope not. But they do that with Secret Lives of Mormon. We're not doing all of them at once.
Yeah,
so.
They did that with the your Unwell Winter Games or whatever. We were hoping that was going to be like a 4-week thing, and they dropped them all at the same time, or it was like 4 days in a row or something.
Let's look this up really quick.
All right.
This is what the Google overview. Let's Marry Harry is a reality dating series starring Too Hot to Handle and Perfect Match alum Harry Jowsey as he attempts to settle down. The season premieres August 5th, 2026 exclusively on Netflix. The initial release, episodes 1 through 7, is set to debut immediately on the launch date. We're going to take it one at a time, folks.
We could lump a couple together.
Yeah, we could.
We could do like 1 through 3 on 1 week. And
I love me a good binge series,
there you go.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. Like, what is it, 7 episodes?
7, yeah.
Do like 2 at a time, or
we'll
3
do
at a time,
1 through 3, 3 through 6, and then the finale.
Oh, the
right?
finale gets its own show,
yeah,
of course.
Of course. That's who he picks. I think. Maybe he didn't pick anyone.
We'll see. I don't know. You'll tell us all about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube, like this on Apple Podcasts, comment on Spotify. I don't know. There's so many different things. We're on iHeartRadio now, if that's where you like to listen to your podcasts. So, yeah, Amazon as well. Like, rate, comment, share, subscribe. I don't know. All that shit.
That's how you really feel.
Follow us on Instagram at Reality Hits Matt. That's Reality Hits MAT, just 1 T M Matt. Same on TikTok at Reality Hits Matt. If you want to shoot us an email, maybe give us some comments, some suggestions. I don't know.
They got a lot of shit they got to do.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing a lot of shit over here. I got to listen and react and give a recap and edit and all, you know.
Yeah. Busy life.
Yeah. On top of working full time. So we'll see if they like and subscribe, and maybe we don't have to work full time anymore. So
the day that Matt lets me quit my job.
Yeah, the more you guys like and subscribe and comment and all that shit, Michelle can stop working.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, she'd really appreciate that.
I would.
But anyway, email us, realityhitsmatt@gmail.com. And thanks for listening.
Thank you.